The evening chill swept through Michigan as Ryan stepped out of Riverwood Mall, coffee in one hand and car keys in the other. He had just bought a lavender scarf for his mother's birthday, something soft, elegant, and simple, much like his quiet life. At 30, Ryan was the kind of man people trusted but rarely truly knew. He was an engineer, steady, calm, dependable. But those closest to him whispered that a part of his heart had gone missing 12 years ago, along with her. He was walking toward his car when he noticed a girl by the sidewalk, sitting near the trash bins. Her hair was tangled, her face pale, her jeans torn. She held out a tin can as people rushed by, some averting their eyes, others tossing her quick, pitying glances. Normally, Ryan didn't stop. Not because he didn't care, but because he cared too much and couldn't help everyone. But this time, something in his chest twisted. He turned his head, his breath catching. Her face, those eyes, the small scar near her temple, it couldn't be. His voice came out barely a whisper. Melissa. Her head lifted. For a moment, she froze. Recognition flickered in her eyes, followed by disbelief, then tears. The tin can slipped from her hand and clattered onto the pavement. Ryan felt his chest tighten. Melissa. The girl he'd loved. The one who disappeared without goodbye. The one he had spent years trying to forget. He walked closer, his heart pounding. I thought you were dead, he said quietly. Or married. Anything but this. She gave a broken, bitter laugh. In many ways, I did die. Her voice was hoarse, fragile, full of something heavier than pain. Ryan stared at her, torn between anger and heartbreak. Why did you leave, Melissa? You owed me at least the truth. Her eyes glistened as she looked away. Do you remember Joey? He frowned. Your little brother. She nodded, her voice trembling. He died 12 years ago. A car hit him while I was babysitting. I turned away for just 1 second. My mom was working late, and I was supposed to watch him. After that night, I couldn't face anyone. I blamed myself. I ran. Ryan felt the air leave his lungs. The anger he had carried for years, built on lies, on misunderstandings, collapsed into sorrow. I didn't betray you, Ryan, she whispered. I just broke. He wanted to speak, but words failed him. All those years he had hated her, cursed her name, believing she chose someone else over him, while she was out here, carrying a guilt no one should bear alone. Why didn't you ever come back? He finally asked. Tears rolled down her cheeks. Because I didn't think I deserved love anymore. Not after what I did. For a long moment, silence hung between them, thick with memories and things left unsaid. Then Ryan stepped forward and did something neither of them expected. He reached out and held her hand. Ryan, she whispered, startled. I'm helping you, he said softly. Just like you once helped me believe in love. He led her to his truck, opened the door, and helped her inside. As he drove through the quiet streets, she sat beside him, clutching a borrowed coat. The heater hummed low, and for the first time in years, she felt warmth, not from the sun, but from kindness. At a small diner, Ryan ordered coffee while she sipped hot soup with shaking hands. Where have you been all this time? He asked. Everywhere, she said quietly. Shelters, bus stops, cleaning jobs. Then I got sick, fell behind on everything. Shame kept me from reaching out. He nodded slowly. You were 16, Melissa. What happened wasn't your fault. You didn't kill Joey, it was an accident. Her lips quivered. I still see his face every night. Ryan took a deep breath and pulled out a small card from his wallet. I have an extra room at my place. Stay there until you get back on your feet. Her eyes widened. Ryan, I can't. Yes, you can, he said gently. Maybe this was meant to happen. Maybe I was meant to find you today. Her tears fell silently. Why would you do this for me? He hesitated. Because I never stopped loving you. I just buried it under pain. She stared at him for a long moment, then whispered, I don't know if I deserve this. Then don't call it a second chance, he said softly. Call it grace. And she stayed. Weeks passed. She healed, slowly, painfully, beautifully. Ryan helped her find therapy, work, and purpose again. They spent quiet nights talking under the stars, mending what life had broken. One evening, as the sky turned pink, Melissa looked at him and asked, Do you really still love me? Ryan smiled faintly. I never got closure. Maybe because my heart didn't want it. She reached for his hand, her eyes filled with tears. Thank you. He squeezed her fingers gently. For what? For seeing me, she said. And in that silence, something long broken finally healed. Two souls who had been lost in guilt and grief found peace, not in perfection, but in forgiveness. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to True Tale Stories, where every story reminds us that kindness still exists, even in the most unexpected places.